Hey guys, I got another plinker the other day, and I've been wanting this one for quite a long time. This is actually close to what I had as a kid. My first rifle was a Henry Classic 22 Magnum lever action that my dad gave me when I was about 4 years old, and I think when I was 16, um, we sold it or something happened to it. I don't really remember, but ever since then, I've kind of just wanted another one, and I don't know why it took me so long to grab one, but uh, I had the Marlin 795, and I sold it to a coworker because he wanted his first gun. I said it'd be okay to be a good one to learn on, and then I was replacing that with the Marlin Model 60 because I just really hated hated loaded magazines. I hate loading magazines for 22s. They're a pain in the ass. And when we're out camping, usually it's colder out because that's the only part of the season we get time off. And it just gets a little tiresome when it's cold and you're trying to keep loading these 10 round mags. So I wanted to go back to a tube fed. So I was getting the 60, and it came from Sportsman's Guide. The muzzle was rusted. The rear sight aperture and the rear sight itself, they were bent, and it wasn't even pushed in all the way. It was so canted, and I was like, I don't even want to deal with it. So I returned it to them, and just a whole nightmare. They told 2 weeks go by, and they're like, I call them and I said, what's going on with my return or my exchange? They're like, oh, we never received it. So I was like, yeah, okay. So I checked the tracking number from FedEx, and they received it 2 weeks ago. So then I had to actually prove to them that I sent it and that they actually received it, which was, you know, not that pleasant for my end, and it really pissed me off. And I've had nothing but really good issues with, good things with Sportsman's Guide, and I buy a lot of stuff off them. And then they're like, well, we can only refund you. So they refund me, and then they charge me 15% restocking fee for something that was, defective. So I had to call back again and explain, you idiots. So they eventually, but while I was going through that, I'm like, you know what? Screw the Model 60. I'm just gonna get the lever action, like I've been wanting, and so this is it. The Henry large loop carbine. I decided on. I didn't want the full size because this will end up being my son's, first rifle, first starter rifle, and I want it to be too heavy for him. I mean, this is still 4.45 pounds, and you know, you're gonna get tired holding it, especially when you're a little kid. But this thing is the 16-inch barrel, and it's got a 1 1/16 twist on it. The barrel is blued, and overall length is 34 inches. And it is chambered in 22 long rifle, but it's 22 short, long, and long rifle. So it'll hold 16 short and 12 long rifle. And I think the full size carries 15 or 17 full. The stock on it's American walnut, which is really really well done stock, really well fitted. Definitely a pretty gun, and it's got adjustable rear sight just for elevation, and then the hooded front sight. And the thing is, I can't remember what the receiver's made of. I think everyone's been saying aluminum, and that it's painted, but you really can't tell that much. It matches really well, and everything, the fit and finish on this whole rifle is real nice, and the large loop. I mean, that again, we're usually in colder weather, so I'll be wearing gloves on it, so that'll make it a little easier, and for my hands. But yeah, here it's stamped short, long rifle. Really well done. Yeah, it does have the brass rod in it. It does have a orange safety plunger or follower, and you can take this all the way out. So if you have those speed tubes, you can use them with this. I've never used those. I'm gonna maybe pick one up, try it out. But yeah, really well balanced too. Really, really cool gun. And the first thing I noticed, it was so smooth. The whole action's really smooth. There is no safety on this, which is another nice thing I liked about it. I mean, you can always load one up and drop the hammer. That's, you know, gonna be your safety. But the Rossies, I don't like those stupid safeties on top. I've been kind of wanting to get the Model 94 and 44 mag, but that safety just keeps me away from them. I shot one not too long ago, and it was nice. It didn't have any issues. The action was not as smooth, but I think I'm just gonna wait and get a real 94 in maybe 30-30, or if I can find one that was rebarreled for 44 mag. I know they're out there. Also, in this receiver you're gonna get, it is able to take the rimfire mounts for scope, so you can throw a scope on this thing if you want, and you can probably put the ghost rear sights on it like the other Henrys. They do make I think they're called the small game. The small games. They'll have the ghost ring on the back. It'll say Henry repeating arms on it. Again, really well done. And the trigger on this thing is really nice, really smooth, short, no take up. You know, single action only, obviously. But fun little gun. I can't wait to shoot it. Can't wait. I just gotta get out. Right now it's currently negative 40 degrees with the wind chill in Chicago, so won't be getting out for a little while. And you know, indoor ranges really aren't the place for rifles, you know, unless you can actually find one that's at least 50 yards, so you can at least sight in some. If you're gonna sight in irons for a carbine or something, you can do that, 25 meters or 50, however you want. But I tend to keep the rifles outside and the pistols wherever. I just don't like indoor ranges really at all. But other than that, this will be a fun little rifle. It's got, you know, the Henry warranty, which is lifetime anything, and hopefully I'll never have to deal with them. But I've never heard anything bad about them. And when I get this thing out in the range, I'll give you guys an update. See ya.